Unit 4 Power Screws. Today we will see derivation on torque required to lower the load. In the previous session we have seen derivation of torque required to raise the load. Now, as we know, for load lower, an effort P is applied on the nut, and for one complete revolution of a nut screw will move axially. We want to raise the load over here. Object is moving in the downward direction. W is the load acting in the downward direction. As object is sliding on the surface, it will give reaction, and this reaction force is Rn, is acting in the upward direction. Then as motion is in the downward direction, frictional force will resist this motion. So frictional force is in the rightward direction, that F is equal to mu Rn. After resolving the force in sliding direction and in a normal direction, we will get W cos alpha, W sin alpha, and here P cos alpha and P sin alpha. Then summation Fx is equal to 0, resolving the forces along the plane of a thread profile. Along the thread profile is this. Along the thread profile, that is in the, let us consider x direction, that summation Fx is equal to 0. Our direction, rightward direction is a positive and leftward direction negative. So minus P cos alpha minus W sin alpha plus F, that is mu Rn, is equal to 0. So P cos alpha plus W sin alpha is equal to mu Rn. It is equation number 1. Now resolving the forces normal to the plane of a thread profile in this direction. Normal to the thread profile, summation Fy is equal to 0. Upward force positive, downward force negative. According to that, Rn plus P sin alpha minus W cos alpha is equal to 0. Rn is equal to W cos alpha minus P sin alpha. Equation 2. Now put the value of equation 2, that is value of Rn, in equation 1. We will get P cos alpha plus W sin alpha is equal to mu W cos alpha minus P sin alpha. Then take P terms on a one side and W terms on a one side. So P cos alpha plus mu P sin alpha is equal to mu W cos alpha minus W sin alpha. Take P common. P in bracket cos alpha plus mu sin alpha is equal to W in bracket mu cos alpha minus sin alpha. So P is equal to W into mu cos alpha minus sin alpha divided by cos alpha plus mu sin alpha. Mu, that is a coefficient of friction, is equal to tan phi. Phi is a friction angle. tan phi is equal to sin phi divided by cos phi. Put that value in an equation of P. P is equal to W into sin phi divided by cos phi into cos alpha minus sin alpha divided by cos alpha plus sin phi divided by cos phi into sin alpha. Rearranging the terms, we will get P is equal to W into sin phi cos alpha minus sin alpha cos phi divided by cos phi divided by cos alpha cos phi plus sin phi sin alpha divided by cos phi. Cos phi will get cancelled and P is equal to W into sin phi cos alpha minus sin alpha into cos phi divided by cos alpha cos phi plus sin phi sin alpha. This is the expansion of what? If I am taking sin phi cos alpha minus sin alpha cos phi, it is the expansion of sin phi minus alpha. Remember the term sin of A minus B. Same way, cos alpha cos phi plus sin phi sin alpha, it is the expansion of cos phi minus alpha, that is cos of A minus B, right? So P is equal to W into sin phi minus alpha divided by cos phi minus alpha. P is equal to now W into tan phi minus alpha. This is the effort in terms of W, phi and alpha. Now torque required to overcome the friction between screw and nut is torque is effort into radius so T1 is equal to P into radius, that is P into dm by 2. Dm is a mean diameter. T1 is equal to W into tan phi minus alpha into dm by 2. If load is taken by a thrust collar so that load should not rotate with a screw, then torque required to overcome the friction at the collar, it is given by either uniform pressure theory or by uniform wear theory. We are denoting that torque by T2, torque required to overcome the collar friction. T2 is equal to 2 by 3 into mu 1 W into R1 cube minus R2 cube divided by R1 square minus R2 square, where mu 1 is a coefficient of friction at a collar and R1 is the outer radius of the collar and R2 is the inner radius of the collar. And by uniform wear theory, T2 is equal to mu 1 W into R. Here R is a mean radius and T2 is equal to mu 1 W into R1 plus R2 divided by 2. So total torque required to lower the load will be T is equal to T1, T is equal to T1 plus T2. In both the cases, that is torque required to raise the load as well as in the case of torque required to lower the load, T is equal to T1 plus T2 if collar friction is there, and if collar friction is not there, T will be equal to T1.